time for FNBO American Legion Baseball with the North Platte Post and FM 98.1.
Get set, and oh my God, there goes Blaze Seiler! He did it! He successfully sold home!
Today's game was brought to you in part by Sand Hills State Bank, Premier Toyota, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings, CT Computer Services, the Shelter Insurance Boys, Pete Bowles, Brett Rogo, and Matthew Musselman.
That one smashed into left field. It's going all the way. Make that 2 home runs today for Jack Polk.
FNBO Baseball also brought to you in part by Great Plains Sports and Therapy, Larry's Glass, Bill Summers Ford, the TNN Event Center, Larry's RV, Double Dips Ice Creamery, Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group, Great Plains Home Care Equipment, Runza, Bureau Clean, CIO Wealth Strategies, and the North Platte Public Schools.
That's turned on by Blaze Seiler. It's going all the way. It's out of here. The Nationals have done it. Blaze Seiler has hit a home run to walk it off.
Let's play ball. FNBO Baseball from FM 98.1 and AM 1410 while live streamed on NorthPlattePost.com. Here's the voice of the Nationals, Paxton Gordon.
Welcome back, everybody, here to a wonderful day number 3 of the Kearney Tournament, FM 98.1 AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com. Nationals taking on the Dirt Devils of Cleveland, Colorado, in some American Legion baseball action here today. I hope you all are excited, because I'm excited for some, of course, more baseball action here today for the last day of the Kearney Tournament. Nationals, of course, 3-0 so far, coming off of 3 victories this weekend. Of course, took down Lincoln North Star in game number 1 on Friday, 15-0. Then came back in spectacular fashion against Millard South and took them down. The Judd Bros, Millard South, in game number 2, 10-9. And then Wally gaggled Lincoln Northeast 9-0. And, of course, picking up the victory there. And now we'll be taking on the Dirt Devils of Colorado. Loveland, Colorado, to be exactly 4-15 on the year for the Dirt Devils compared to the Nationals, who are now, I believe, they're 27-16 this year. We'll jump into some Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineups. Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District of North Platte offers 24+ different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones and bowls alongside homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. Plus, they also have available the ice cream trailer for all your outdoor events. On the side of the Dirt Devils, they have on the mound for today Arlo Richards will be leading off, as well as pitching with Alicia Mosher on over at the 2-hole. He'll be in the shortstop position. On over in the center field, Matt Lang will be taking over with Rowan Catchell over at third base. Batting in the 3-hole / designated hitter position here today, they have 2 different names. One will be playing third, and one will be the DH. Cam Mackey will be on over at first base, while the designated hitter Bryce Smayek will be taking on over at the second base position. Braden Glass, the side of the Dirt Devils. As well, for them, they will have, as I find his name here, is Judd Chester will be taking on the left field spot. On over in right field, Timothy Baker, and then Thomas Gonzalez will be the catcher today for the Dirt Devils. On the side of the FNBO Nationals, 27-16 this year, who will take on the Dirt Devils. Leading off for them, it's going to be a little bit of a kind of crazy lineup for the Nationals here. Caden Jones in center field, Jack Polk in the 2-hole will be in right field today. Landon Greeno at second base. Dean McIntyre, as always, behind the plate. He'll be batting in the 4-hole. Ty Hanneborg at shortstop. Blaze Seiler on the mound. Logan Hayes at third. Ty Robinson at first. And then Gabe Moreno in left field. Easton Jones, the one player that will be taking a little bit of a breather here today. He'll be in a relief spot for Blaze Seiler if we get there. But with that out the way, it's time to jump into some baseball action right here. Dirt Devils taking on the FNBO Nationals here. Quick Stop pregame show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. Caden Johnson, as always, will be leading off for the Nationals here today. We'll be going up against Richards to see what he can do. And this is the Dirt Devils 17U team. They have two different teams, a 16U team and a 17U team. The first pitch is going to be lopped on over and gloved up there on the shortstop side by Mosher. And just like that, we got one down here in this top of the first inning as Caden Johnson goes down with a quick little line out to short. And with that, one down here in this top of the first inning. And the next pitch into Jack Polk from the side of Arlo Richards. Going to be just a smidge outside there for ball number one. It's 1-0 the count now to front Jack Polk. Next pitch in there, strike number one. It's a 1-1 count from Arlo Richards to Jack Polk. That's the 1-1. Check swing as that's below the knees. Ball number two, 2-1 the count now. One out here, top of the first inning. Arlo Richards' next pitch to Jack Polk is going to find its way in on the outside part of the plate. Strike number one around the outside part of the plate for strike two. It's 2-2 the count now to Polk, the right fielder today. Richards gets the sign in and fires his next 2-2. Whoa, that's going to bounce off the back of the head of Jack Polk on an off-speed pitch. And with that, Polk's going to make a stroll on over to first and get into scoring position for the first time today for the Nationals. On over at first base is Easton Jones. Jones taking over the first base coaching duties for the moment as Andrew Brocious now the full-time coach for today's game. Landon Greeno comes up to bat. I mean, my man's on an absolute heater this weekend and really over the last 3 weeks. You just combine the last 3 weeks, he's batting above 700. I say that. He'll hit it back to Arlo Richards on a grounder and be outnumbered two as Jack Polk will advance on over to second base. So there's two down already in this top of the first inning. As up to bat now comes Dean McIntyre for the Nationals. Jack Polk in scoring position at second base. As Arlo Richards now gets set for the next pitch to Dean McIntyre. Next one. Swing and a miss by Dean for strike number one. It's 0-1 the count now. Of course, as I said, Nationals were the team that's off to a hot start here in this tournament. As skied up into the air goes the next one from Dean McIntyre. Drifting on over there to second and gloving it up. Swallowing it whole is going to be Aaron Glass. And there's the third out. Actually, well, now we're going to have something interesting going on here because Jack Polk's on over at third now, and it's two down in this inning. As next pitch to Dean McIntyre, skied though into center field, and that will officially do it for this inning. I was going to say, I think it was a drop ball, but it doesn't matter which way. The Nationals will get out of this inning with one runner in scoring position at third, and we're going out to the bottom of the first inning. Nothing to score. We come back here 2-1 Kearney, Nebraska. On FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live stream at NorthPlattePost.com.
We're always open right. With your 24-hour convenience store, fast, friendly, no one gives you more. Gas, food, your favorite drink, get everything you need in a blink. That's why everybody stops at Quick Stop. We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
With summer just around the corner, Mid-Plains Community College can help you get a jump start on your college degree. Our summer courses may allow you an opportunity to transfer credits back to your institution, saving you money while helping you earn your degree faster. Visit our website at mpcc.edu to learn more about our summer offerings and begin transforming your future today. That's mpcc.edu.
Amy is trying the new BLT Junior wrap from Runza.
You will never guess all the good stuff they've got in here. They've got bacon.
Well, yeah, it's a BLT.
They've also got lettuce.
Yep, the L in BLT.
And even, you'll never guess.
Tomatoes? It's a BLT.
You're good.
So is the new BLT Junior wrap at Runza. Come see for yourself. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Welcome back here to Kearney, FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado, taking on the FNBO Nationals here, day 3 of the Kearney tournament. Of course, our live stream, as always, as I talked about, on NorthPlattePost.com. We're in the now bottom of the first inning. Nationals at the moment are leading this, well, they're leading in my mind and leading in my heart. 0-0 as we make our way to the bottom of the first inning. Blaze Zeiler is on the mound here for FNBO, getting the start again. A lot of mixing of rotations and outfielders and infielders for the Nationals today. Arlo Richards going to be leading off for the side of the Dirt Devils. The first pitch in from Blaze Zeiler is there. Strike number 1. It's Ty Robinson at first base. We have Landon Greeno at second. Ty Hanneborg at short. Logan Hayes at third. As next pitch from Zeiler right down the middle for strike number 2 to Arlo Richards. Poor mouse is not having a fun time here. It's 0-2 the count now. Gabe Moreno in left field. Johnson in center and Jack Polk in right. The 0-2 from Zeiler. That one foul tipped off, so we'll still stay at 2-2 the count. Up next, Mosher and then Lang for the side of the Dirt Devils. Oh, 2 again. Tight inside. Ooh, just barely missing the zone. It's 1-2 the count now. From Blaze Zeiler to Arlo Richards. Alicia Mosher on next. On deck with Matt Lang in the hole. Once again, the 1-2 from Blaze Zeiler as he will now fire it in to Richards. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. There's strike number 3 on a heater from Blaze Zeiler for out number 1. And the first strikeout today for Blaze Zeiler is now up to bat here. Elisha Mosher now takes over. Looking to get something started here for the Dirt Devils. Again, hailing from Loveland, Colorado. My home state of Colorado. First pitch from Zeiler. Swing and a miss. Another fastball. Beauty from Blaze. There for, my poor heavens, my poor mouse. Strike number 1. It's 0-1 the count now. As Zeiler sets up for his 7th pitch. Ooh, at off speed, way outside, almost hitting the back there of Mosher, but a little bit of luck there as it skirts past him. 1-1 the count now. Still 0-0. The score between these two teams, no hits, no runs for either side. Bottom of the first. 4-15 on the year for the Dirt Devils. Swing and fouling it back to the netting for strike number 2 off the bat there of Mosher. So 1-2, Zeiler looking for his second strikeout of today's game, as well as a second out here. This will get the sign from Dean McIntyre and ready it in. Skied up and drifting back behind me into the parking lot. Will still stay at 1-2 the count. 1-2 with 1 out. On deck, Matt Lang as another payoff 1-2. That one slow in the turf for ball number 2. It's 2-2 the count now to Elisha Mosher. Matt Lang on deck with then in the hole Rowan Catchell. Now the 2-2 from Blaze Zeiler setting up for his 11th pitch in this inning. Another one that's in the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes after a hot start of 0-2. Blaze Zeiler has now got it worked to 3-2 on the mound. And Zeiler has only gotten less than, I believe, 2 starts this season, or at least 2 appearances on the mound. The 3-2. Drilled into right field. Jack Polk's going back at it, but he's in territory, and he'll grab it for out number 2. That's a loud out coming in from Elisha Mosher, and now up comes Matt Lang for the Dirt Devils. So far, a solid start to this game for Blaze Zeiler. And as you know, Zeiler has not gotten really a lot of opportunities to pitch over his Nationals career, and is now getting the opportunities this season. Has done a fantastic job so far in his few appearances. That next pitch from Zeiler. In there, strike number 1. It was close to the zone, but it's able to sneak it in. 0-1 now the count. As the next 0-1 from Blaze. Swinging and foul tipped off by Lang for strike 2. Oh, and 2. 2 outs here, bottom of the first, a 0-0 ball game. Blaze likes the sign he sees from McIntyre and goes into the windup. Check swing, that one just below the knees and outside for ball number 1. 1-2 the count now. Rowan Catchell on deck with Bryce Samick in the hole. Next pitch, grounded foul as Coach Holm couldn't hold on to it. He'll throw it back to Blaze Zeiler. It's still 1-2. Excuse me, Bryce Samick will be next up for the side of, after Catchell from the Dirt Devils. 1-2 once again as Blaze Zeiler delivers. Skied into center field. Caden Johnson really doesn't have to move much. He gets there and gloves it for out number 3, and that's the bottom of the first inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Blaze Zeiler as we now go to the top of the second right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter Life Insurance coverage options.
Bill Summers knows summer storms and hail can wreak havoc on your vehicle. Experience damage? Don't wait. Bill Summers is ready to assist you with all your questions about gap insurance, what to do next, and can guide you through the process if your car is totaled. You don't always have to wait for your insurance check to get back on the road. Bill Summers offers immediate purchase options so you can drive away today and enjoy the ride. Weather the storm with confidence. Call or visit Bill Summers in North Platte today or go online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Welcome back here to the now top of the second inning. Nationals tied up here with the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado. 0-0. No runs on, no hits, no errors for the Dirt Devils. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Nationals. Our half-inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Harlow Richards still on the mound here for the side of the Dirt Devils. Due up in this batting order for the Nationals. Ty Hanneborg with the one leading us off. He himself, just like Easton Jones and Landon Greeno, has really started to pick up his hitting stats this year. I mean, he and Greeno were batting sub 200 for a good chunk of the season, but in these last 3 weeks, Hanneborg's gotten his way all the way back up above 4. Well, in the stretch of time, he's gotten around a 400 batting average, which has pushed his average back up into 300s and low 400s. Now he'll be facing off against Arlo Richards for the first time here today. As that first pitch from Richards is outside and low for ball number 1. Also, thank you to our sponsors here for today's game at Dave's Place Pizza and Wings. Find out more, 1510 East 4th Street. Blaze Zeiler on deck for the Nationals here as Ty Hanneborg skies one on over to short once again. And gloving it there is Mosher. Elisha Mosher now gets his second glove of today's game at short for out number 2. And here comes Blaze Zeiler up to bat. Logan Hayes in the hole with Gabe Moreno, or excuse me, Logan Hayes on deck with Ty Robinson in the hole. And the one out here is Richards now will fire in his first pitch to Zeiler, and he swings and misses for strike number 1. It's 0-1 the countdown. Next pitch, off speed, off the mark, 1-1. 1-1 count from Richards is turned on and fouled into the Nationals dugout. For strike number 2, it's 1-2 the count now. As Arlo Richards now looks for the second out of this inning against Blaze Zeiler. Drilled into left field. Will it fall for a base hit? It will, as it lands right in front of Shyster there. So a one-out hit from Blaze Zeiler gets a Nationals runner on here in this top of the second inning with Logan Hayes now up to bat. Hayes alongside Tyler Townsend yesterday just had a tough day as a lot of the calls that they had go against them on their batting orders. He swings on one. Good quick glove to throw to second. Uh-oh! It gets past the second baseman Glass. And with that, Blaze Zeiler's going to make his way on over to third as Logan Hayes reaches on the fielder's choice. As now there's runners at the corners here for the Nationals, threatening to score with Ty Robinson up to bat. Gabe Moreno, who's playing left field today, on deck. And then back to Caden Johnson, top of the order. First hit today for the Nationals came with Blaze Zeiler. Now a bunt attempt from Ty Rob is no good as he pulls back, and moving his way on over to second there is Logan Hayes. So runners in scoring position at second and third. As Arlo Richards now with his 1-0 pitch will fire it into Robinson, make that a 2-0 count as he skies it into the air. As it's a 1-2 count, oh, excuse me, 2-0 count as next one going to be rocketed into the glove there of Mosher, and the throw on over to first in time. So one run does come across on the essentially sacrificed ground out from Ty Robinson. So it's now a 1-0 lead for the Nationals as up to bat comes Gabe Moreno. As Elisha Mosher, gets the throw on over to first. So Logan Hayes is just 90 feet away at third base as Gabe Moreno would love to bring him home. Arlo Richards' first pitch into Moreno. Too high and outside. Strike number 1. Next pitch, swung on and fouled back from Moreno. 1-1 the count to the senior. Well, essentially, super senior, Gabe Moreno. Logan Hayes at third base as Richards gets the sign and delivers another one. That's down the middle. Strike number 2 to Moreno as good glove from Gonzalez to pitch frame it into the zone. 1-2. 2 down here in this top of the first inning. Nationals lead 1-0 over the Dirt Devils. Swing and a miss by Gabe Moreno. And there's strike number 3 and out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the second inning as the Nationals here lead 1-0. We come back here to Kearney on FM 98.1. AM 1410 and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Where do you go for wings?
Dave's Place.
Where do you go for pizza?
Dave's Place.
What about cold drinks, a family atmosphere, and nightly specials?
Dave's Place.
Sounds like a sweep for Dave's Place. Pizza made from fresh dough, drink deals, and yes, the best pizza and wings.
It's Dave's Place.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street or at davesplacenp.com.
Order it, carry out, DoorDash. Dave's Place.
Free PC and Mac checkups at CT Computer Services in North Platte? That's right. Let CT Computer Services diagnose your systems to ensure your hardware integrity, security, and overall PC Mac health are running as they should. For a free PC Mac checkup, stop in at 905 South Willow in North Platte or call 308-534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys since 2005.
Welcome back here to 1 Memorial Field. Nationals now leading the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado, 1-0. Counter half inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Also, thank to our sponsors here for today's game, Sandhill State Bank. Also committed to Brandon Banking with locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, and many more. Blaze Zeiler is still on the mound for a second inning here. 23 total pitches for Zeiler. He'll be facing off against the side, of Rowan Catchell leading off for the Dirt Devils. On deck, Cam Mackey. Or actually, it is Bryce Samick taking over. And then after that, Braden Glass for the side of the Dirt Devils. Zeiler's pitch in there. Strike number 1. Off to a good start for Blaze Zeiler in this game. Love what I'm seeing from the young and experienced pitcher who's been getting a lot more appearances this year. 0-1. Foul tipped off for strike number 2. And that's what you love to see about Coach Holm is gives lots of opportunities to lots of different players at different positions to make sure that not only are they prepared for whenever a situation maybe calls upon in an emergency, but also become more well-rounded. 0-2 count. That one slowly grounded on over past the outreaching glove of Landon Greeno and Blaze Zeiler. And with that, a no-out hit for the side of the Dirt Devils. First one today for Rowan Catchell as Bryce Smake now will take on over for his first time against Zeiler. Either side now has congrued one hit together. But so far, the Nationals with the lead, 1-0. As Zeiler glances on over at first and delivers. That one rocketed into left field for a base hit, so back-to-back hits on the side of the Dirt Devils have them with 2 runners on to now bring up Braden Glass. To be hitting for the first time, he's got 2 runners on the base pads. Catchell at second, then Smake at first. Following the side of Braden Glass. Judge Shyster is on deck with Timothy Baker in the hole. As now Glass will look to receive the first pitch in as Ty Robinson's playing the infield expecting a bunt. Fastball low, ball number 1 to Glass. 2 runners in scoring position, well, 1 runner in scoring position, but 2 runners on for the Dirt Devils here in this bottom of the second. Of course, the Nationals would love to see Blaze Zeiler go this whole game, as Easton Jones is the designated reliever for the Nationals. Pitch, high upstairs, ball 2. Of course, remember yesterday's post-game show with Coach Ricky Holm talked about how he was looking to get potentially some action for Easton Jones as a reliever just in case he is called upon in districts. So it's 2-0 count, though, from Blaze Zeiler. Catchell at second, Smake at first for the Dirt Devils. As Zeiler glances long time at second and delivers. That pitch down low in the turf once again, ball 3. Skirts away a little bit from Dean McIntyre, but not far enough to advance any of the runners. Still nobody out here in this bottom of the second inning. Runners at second and first, a 3-0 count to Braden Glass. As Zeiler gets ready to rock and roll. Still nobody out. The pitch. It's around the knees for ball number 4. With that, the bases are now loaded, and out comes Andrew Brocious. He's going to have a talk with Blaze Zeiler as time is called. Infield also going to make a jog out. So with nobody out and the bases loaded, Easton Jones now looks to be taking a little stroll on over potentially to the bullpen to warm up. As Zeiler in a precarious situation with the bases loaded. And nobody out here in this bottom of the second inning. I guess the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado, stretching out down there is Easton Jones. And it kind of was a perfect opportunity for Jones to potentially get this relief effort if he decides to come in here soon for the Nationals, because he only pitched 19 total pitches in game number 1 against Anderson Ford Lincoln North Star in their 15-0 dominant win. So because of that efficiency, he's able now to potentially get a relief effort here for Blaze Zeiler, which will prepare him even more for when districts come about. So with that up to bat comes Judd Shyster with the bases loaded and nobody out. As Zeiler's first pitch in, high upstairs on a fastball, ball number 1. It's 1-0 the count now. Again, the Nationals have come back from worse situations if they do get some runners home, the Dirt Devils do. Next pitch is skied off and fouled in a parking lot for strike number 1. Remember, yesterday against Millard South, the Nationals trailed 9-0 going into the 4th inning. And then came back and beat Millard South 10-9. So it's in the cards that they're able to do so. As Zeiler's 1-1 is rocketed into center field. Caden Johnson getting up underneath it. He's going to glove it, tag up, coming on over to the throw to third. Great throw, but just gets a little bit past Logan Hayes. As that is a sacrifice fly out there for the side of the Dirt Devils that collect their first run today. As moving on over to third base goes Smayek with Glass on over at second. Braden Glass at second. Now brings up to bat Timothy Baker. One out in the bottom of the second. We're all tied up 1-1. As Zeiler trying to get out of this inning, only allowing the 1 run. Here comes the first pitch in. Tight and it's upstairs for ball number 1 to Timothy Baker. As Zeiler gets again another sign from Dean McIntyre and is 1-0. Swing and a miss by Baker for strike number 1. 1-1 the count. One and one with 1 out in this bottom of the second inning. We're all tied 1 apiece. As Zeiler goes into his motion, as Baker looks to lay a bunt down, but he fouls it off for strike number 2. It's 1-2 the count now. Again, Baker trying to put down a surprise bunt to dissuade the Nationals defense with a runner in scoring position at second and third. Smayek at third, Braden Glass at second. As for now the 32nd pitch from Blaze Zeiler, gets the sign he loves to see and now winds up. Here comes the 1-2, but time will be called lately by Timothy Baker, so Zeiler will step out of the motion. Easton Jones was stretching close to the dugout, but is officially stopped as that one slowly grounded to Landon Greeno. The throw on over to first in time, but 1 run does come across. And another run does come aboard for the Dirt Devils. They lead 2-1 as we are now with 2 down here in this bottom of the second inning. Thomas Gonzalez now up to bat, the catcher today. Has still a runner, Braden Glass at third, threatening to score. Now a 2-1 lead for the Dirt Devils as Zeiler's pitch right in there. Strike number 1. 0-1 the count now. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for the Nationals. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error for the Dirt Devils. Next pitch, fastball above the letters for ball number 1 from Blaze Zeiler. The 1-1. Gonzalez swings and misses on a fastball. 1-2 as the Nationals and Blaze Zeiler look to get out of this inning, only allowing the 2 runs to come across. As Zeiler now sets up his 1-2 count. That one pulled and lofted into right field and will make its way into the street for yet again another 1-2 count. Skying it up on that last one off to left field. Gabe Moreno back underneath it and gloves it for out number 3 as we're now going to make our way to the top of the third inning. Nationals trail by 1, 2-1. We come back here to Memorial Field, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming on NorthPlatte.Post.com.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Exciting news! North Platte and surrounding communities, Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment has a new address. Find them at 220 West Leota Street, Suite 1, right beside Great Plains Urgent Care. Their professional staff is fully qualified to help you meet your needs. From wheelchairs to mobility scooters, lift chairs, and more, they have everything to make your home safe and comfortable. They've got you covered. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today at 308-568-8510. Let them help you regain your independence.
Welcome back here to, excuse me, my good heavens, to Memorial Field. Nationals trailing the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado, 2-1. Course are happening breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann, the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Arlo Richards still on the mound here for the Dirt Devils. Easton Jones getting some warm-up pitches now in the dugout for the Nationals as 2 up for FNBO. Caden Johnson, Jack Polk, and Landon Greeno. Happening breaks as always brought to you in part by CT Computer Services, your IT guys since 2005. Well, here comes Caden Johnson, of course, lined out to Elisha Mosher on over at shortstop in his first plate appearance. Would love to get back on the base pads and help Nationals regain their lead this inning as the off-speed from Richards is way in the dirt for ball number 1. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors for the Nationals. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the side of the Dirt Devils. 1-0. Crushed out to left field. It's going a long distance, but pulled it foul. I mean, that one would have been a no-doubter home run, but pulled it foul. And with that, 1 strike, 1 ball to the center fielder Johnson. As here comes another one from Richards. That one slowly grounded on over. Oh, in and out of the glove of the third baseman Catchell, and because of that, Caden Johnson's going to make his way over to second with a stand-up double. He's now going to make his way over to the third as the ball gets over the head of the second baseman, Braden Glass. And what was a nice double to start for Caden Johnson now makes his way to third with the triple on the passed-up ball, and with that, a runner's in scoring position for Jack Polk. As Arlo Richards now fires to Polk, who swings and misses. Strike number 1. So currently, an 0-1 count to the right fielder, Jack Polk. Caden Johnson just 90 feet away at home. He'll loft one into center field for a base hit. As Jack Polk now gets this game tied up with an RBI single, as here comes Landon Greeno here into today's game. Greeno unfortunately grounded out in his first plate appearance against the Dirt Devils. Now is Jack Polk at first, as there goes Polk running. Great throw, going to come in from Gonzalez, but he doesn't even try it. It looked like he was set up perfectly to give an attempt, but he didn't throw it, and because of that, Jack Polk makes his way to second. 1-0 to count to the second baseman in today's game, Landon Greeno. as Richards now delivers. Rocketed out to right field, but gloved immediately by the right fielder, Baker. Now another great throw from Baker, and he is just barely safe. My, what a beautiful throw. Coming in from Timothy Baker in right field, almost gets Jack Polk out at third as he was trying to advance following the loud out from Landon Greeno, but Jack Polk successfully makes it to third, and here comes Dean McIntyre against Arlo Richards, and he'll see a fastball that's outside for ball number 1. I mean, man, we were like teetering on the edge of greatness on that play from Timothy Baker. Got a big arm out, and that's not like a short right field throw, as that one skied up, back on over to Timothy Baker as he makes his way in. Tagging up goes Jack Polk. The throw home from Baker again. This time will pull Gonzalez off of the home plate bag, and with that sacrifice flyout, Jack Polk comes home, and now it's a 3-2 ball game.
McIntyre on the sacrifice fly to right
in the lead for the Nationals, back in their favor. 2 down for Ty Hannibor with nobody on, as Arlo Richards now will deliver his 32nd pitch in this game. It's just going to sneak in for strike number 1 on the outside part of the zone. 0-1 the count now. Easton Jones still warming up in the bullpen for the Nationals. Next pitch from Arlo Richards is delivered. Ooh, that's tight inside to Hannibor for ball number 1. 1-1 the count now. Blaze Zeiler on deck with Logan Hayes in the hole for the Nationals, as Richards gets the sign in from Gonzalez and fires. Another off speed that's in the turf. 2-0 the count now. 2-1. Man, I'm just having myself a Sunday today. Good heavens. 3-2 lead for the Nationals. A 2-1 count to Hannibor as Richards sees one go into center field from Ty Hannibor. Third hit today for the Nationals, and with 2 down, Ty Hannibor gets on to the base pads. And now here comes Blaze Zeiler, 0 for 1 in today's game. Now looks to see what he can do against Arlo Richards for the second time with the speedy Hannibor at first. Wouldn't be shocked if we see Ty Hannibor steal, as that pitch is down low and outside from Richards for ball number 1. Logan Hayes on deck with Ty Robinson in the hole for the Nationals here. Still threatening to potentially score some more runs this inning. Richards will try to pick off Hannibor as he gets back in plenty of time. And now it's a 1-0 count. Easton Jones looks pretty done in the bullpen at the moment. As a 1-0, there goes Hannibor. Good throw from Gonzalez, but Ty Hannibor gets there in time. It's going to skirt away, though, from the shortstop, Braden Glass, but nothing doing it there as Hannibor is able to successfully steal second base. And now a 2-0 count into Blaze Zeiler. Excuse me, 1-0 correction. Sorry, that was the first pitch. As Gonzalez has a talk with Arlo Richards and gives him a ball, and now here comes up again Blaze Zeiler. Hannibor could also steal the third with his speed. We'll see how active the Nationals want to be on the base pads. Richards, the 1-1. That one lofted in the right field. Timothy Baker gets under it, and he easily gloves it for out number 3. Nationals do get 2 runs to come across this inning and now take the lead against the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado, 3-2. We come back here to Memorial Field on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live stream at NorthPlattePost.com.
With Sandhill State Bank's new upgraded cart management experience, you can now control your carts anytime, anywhere. The new features and added control allow you to prevent fraud like never before. Get increased transaction details, turn your card on and off whenever you'd like, and report your card lost in an instant, all from our mobile app. More insights, more control, and more security for your banking experience. Bank local and go far with digital banking solutions that go wherever you go. Visit sandhillstate.com to learn more. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
With summer just around the corner, Mid-Plains Community College can help you get a jump start on your college degree. Our summer courses may allow you an opportunity to transfer credits back to your institution, saving you money while helping you earn your degree faster. Visit our website at mpcc.edu to learn more about our summer offerings and begin transforming your future today. That's mpcc.edu.
Welcome back here to Memorial Field. Nationals leading now 3-2 over the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado. Here in day 3 of the Kearney tournament, our half-inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group at his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. We're back to the top of the order with Arlo Richards going to be leading off for the side of Dirt Devils. Following Richards, it'll be Elisha Mosher, then Matt Lang. Also, thanks to our sponsors for today's game, Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota, just south of I-80 in North Platte, invites you to stop out, take a test drive here today. Premier Toyota, let's go places. So, Zeiler looking to get through this bottom of the third, and then we might see Easton Jones in the top of the fourth, as that one is skied up directly to my press box. It'll fall down for strike number 1. It's 0-1 the count now. Hopefully that's the plan from Coach Ricky Holm, is to see Zeiler make his way through at least this inning unscathed before we see Jones. Another one that's fouled back from Arlo Richards for strike number 2. It's 0-2 the count now. As fresh baseball has been given to the home plate umpire, and it's now an 0-2 count from Blaze Zeiler to the pitcher Richards, who 0 for 1 so far in today's game. As Zeiler likes the sign that he sees. Gets ready, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ooh, mama, around the letters, but just a smidge too high. Ball number 1, 1-2 the count. I honestly thought that would have been rung up as a strikeout for Zeiler, but just barely misses the zone on the top end. And bounces back with the pitch just barely on the outside for ball number 2. It's 2-2 the count now. From Blaze Zeiler to Arlo Richards. Nobody out in the bottom of the third inning. Zeiler into his motion. Here it comes. Grounded sharply down the third base side. So we'll still stay at 2-2 as out comes Coach Holm to give umpires some new balls. And we're ready to rock and roll once again for Blaze Zeiler. He's on 42 pitches so far. In his so far 2 2/3 innings. As here comes his 2-2 pitch once again. In there, strike 3. Down goes Richards looking. Another strikeout for Blaze Zeiler, his second today. And now up to bat comes a side of Elisha Mosher. Following Mosher, Matt Lang with Rowan Catchell on deck. 3-2 lead for the Nationals here in this bottom of the third. Blaze Zeiler still standing strong on the plate. Has one skied up into the air as on comes Caden Johnson from center field. He gets under it and easily gloves it for out number 2. 1 pitch, 1 swing, and 1 out there. So we're 2 down in this bottom of the third inning, with up to bat now being Matt Lang. As Easton Jones now finished up his warm-up routine down in the bullpen. Zeiler doing a good job even after those 2 runs were given up in the bottom of the second. Has done a fantastic job of holding the fort down here in this spot start. That pitch from Zeiler, just a bit down low and outside for ball number 1. It's 1-0 the count now to Blaze Zeiler, or from Blaze Zeiler to Matt Lang. Rowan Catchell on deck, 1-0. Skied up towards our the parking lot right behind me, and strike number 1. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for the Nationals. 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Dirt Devils. Nationals just taking the lead in the last half inning of play. 1-1. Rocketed into right field. Jack Polk getting back under it. He's there to easily glove it. And that's how this inning comes to an end. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Blaze Zeiler. And with that, we're making our way to the top of the fourth. A nice, comfortable 3-2 lead for the Nationals as we now get to the top of the fourth. We come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers, powered by plant-based natural caffeine. And they come in 4 delicious flavors: pomegranate passion, mango mojo, prickly pear, and watermelon wild. Why do you keep doing that?
These refreshers are just so refreshing.
But you don't have to make that noise every time. Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
Welcome back here, Memorial Field. Nationals with a pretty slim 1-0 lead over the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for the Nationals compared to the 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors by the Dirt Devils. Half-inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McCann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McCann and the Fortifying Group at his location, 621 South Dewey, Sweet Pea. Here comes Logan Hayes now up to bat for the Nationals. Here against still Arlo Richards. Good little battle we're having between both pitchers as Logan Hayes swings and misses pretty half-heartedly there for strike number 1. Ty Robinson is on deck with Gabe Moreno in the hole for the Nationals here. Richards gets the sign in from Gonzalez that he likes, and now will fire his 0-1. Turned on, slowly grounded on over to the third baseman. Throw to first in time. As good ground out from Rowan Catchell beats out Logan Hayes for out number 1. And here comes Ty Robinson now up to bat. Robinson getting another spot start here today. Got Landon Greeno on the mound yesterday in game number 2. Allowed Ty Robinson to play first. And he's doing the same thing here in today's lone game as that pitch from Richards is outside ball 1. Also came in for relief effort for Jack Polk in the first game of yesterday and through 4 scoreless innings as next pitch from Richards too high up outside the zone for ball 2. Oh, actually, correction, we have a 1-1 count. Some late changes from the home plate umpire. He'll rocket one in the left field, back at it, and still going back at it. No good. Gloved by Shyster, and with that, a stand-up double for the big man, Ty Robinson, to get another runner on for the Nationals with 1 out here in this top of the 4th inning. Ty Rob having a very good second half of the season as well as a very good weekend overall for the Nationals in this Kearney tournament. Continues that with a double. Gets over Shyster's head. And with that, here comes Gabe Moreno with an opportunity potentially to score Ty Robinson, who's at second base. Moreno 0 for 1 today against Arlo Richards as that off-speed pitch in for strike number 1. Caden Johnson is on deck with Jack Polk in the hole and Landon Greeno following Polk. The 0-1 from Arlo Richards. Slowly grounded back up. Richards gloves it. He'll throw it on over to first. It pulls off the first baseman, but they're going to say he still tagged the bag, and down goes Gabe Moreno for out number 2, but does advance Ty Robinson to third, and now here comes Caden Johnson. 1 for 2 today for the center fielder Johnson, as he looks to bring Ty Robinson home against Arlo Richards. Off speed in the turf, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Jack Polk on deck, Landon Greeno in the hole. 4th hit today for the Nationals, leading 3-2. Arlo Richards fires. Fastball teetering on the outside edge. Sneaks in for strike one, 1-1 the count. The 48th pitch now on the way from Arlo Richards. This top of the fourth inning. Ooh, off speed sneaks in to the upper end of the zone for strike two. It's 1-2 the count now. As Caden Johnson with his last strike looking to bring Ty Robinson home. Currently a 3-2 lead for the Nationals. 2 down in this top of the fourth. The pitch. Skied up, drifting towards foul territory. Getting up underneath it is the first baseman, Maki, but it'll bounce off of the foul line there for a foul ball. It's still 1-2 the count now to the center fielder. Joni also one of the few North Platte, well, I say not even a few, one of the North Platte banners that's having a fantastic weekend in the Kearney tournament. Had some big games yesterday against both Millard South and Lincoln Northeast, collecting 5 hits. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Richards. That's outside on another off-speed attempt, 2-2. The next one. Drill that's going into left field. Shyster getting up underneath it in left field territory, and it falls over his head. Caden Johnson with the wheels. He's turning around second. He might make it to third, and he does so with a triple. Caden Johnson with a big triple, the 5th hit for the Nationals, and the 4th run to come across. Now lead 4-2, and here comes Jack Polk. He singled in his last plate appearance. Now we'll look to bring one Caden Johnson home. 2 big hits this inning from Ty Robinson, and Caden Johnson into left field has opened this lead up a little wider for the Nationals as Arlo Richards' first pitch into Jack Polk is outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count with 2 down, a 4-2 lead. Richards gets set, and now will fire his pitch. Smothered out to left field. This one's going quite a ways into foul territory, and it falls foul. Poor Shyster having himself a field day out in the left, running all over the places, trying to track down these balls. 1-1 the count now to the right fielder, Jack Polk. As Arlo Richards now with his 54th pitch on the way, looking to find a way to get out of this inning, only giving up the 1 run. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, that's in the turf. Ball 2. Good stop by Gonzalez to make sure it did not sneak past him. 2-1 the count. Landon Greeno on deck with Dean McIntyre in the hole for the Nationals. 2-1. Here comes Richards' pitch. Once more, gets away this time, though, from Gonzalez. And Caden Johnson will make it home on the bad touch. That gets into the turf and sneaks away from Gonzalez. Ball 3, but now the 5th run to come across for the Nationals. As Jack Polk staring down the gun of a walk here in this inning. As a dangerous Landon Greeno on deck, still trying to find his first hit in today's game. As Richards, 3-1. Slowly grounded, foul down the third base side, gloved up by Rowan Catchell. But now it's a full count to Jack Polk. Good off-speed from Arlo Richards had Polk a little hesitant, but still was able to get some decent contact on it. 3-2 from Arlo Richards. As Jack Polk steps in the batter's box and ready to go. The payoff 3-2 pitch. Skied up on a reach. In comes Timothy Baker, but called off as Glass gets under it and gloves it for out number 3. And just like that, the bottom of the 4th is on its way. Nationals did get 2 runs to come across on 2 big hits. No errors on the side of the Dirt Devils. We come back here to the bottom of the 4th at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Save money at the pump and quick stop with the DinoPay app. DinoPay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair DinoPay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Welcome back here to Memorial Field. Nationals leading 5-2 over the side here of the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Nationals compared to the 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors of the Dirt Devils. Half-inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann, the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other sponsors for today's game, CT Computer Services, your IT guy, since 2005. So on the mound now for the Nationals is actually going to be Easton Jones. He takes over for Blaze Zeiler, whose day comes to an end. So Jones will take over, and the first batter he'll be seeing Rowan Catchell. See how Catchell in this offense for the side of the Dirt Devils can get going. Trailing now by 3, 5-2. As Jones' first pitch into Catchell is swung on and turned to Gabe Moreno in left field. Going back at it, he gets there and gloves it for out number 1. One out here now in this bottom of the 4th inning. Is up now to bat for the second time here today. Bryce Smake, forgot the M. Smake, as he'll swing and miss on a pitch for strike number 1. That one way in the dirt. As now here comes the next pitch. Off speed, just a bit outside for ball number 1. It's 1-1 the count now. As Geisler and Jones have a talk at the plate. One count to Bryce Smake. As here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. As Easton Jones looking to find out number 2 of this inning. Looking pretty confident with his pitch so far. Or his pitches so far. As the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another beautiful pitch from Easton Jones. Collects out number 2 in this bottom of the 4th inning. As Braden Glass comes into bat. As now actually time is going to be called, and out comes Coach Ricky Holm. Have a little talk with Easton Jones. Quite early to see that, which is a little interesting to see. Using one of his mound visits to have a talk with him this early on. As now Coach Holm will have a finished discussion and walk his way back to the dugout. Geisler gets back to home plate, and here comes Braden Glass. See what he can do for the side of the Dirt Devils, trailing by 3. The first pitch from Jones. Swing and a miss on a big fastball. 0-1 the count. Next pitch. That one just going to be outside. Therefore, Ball number 1-1, the count now. It's Braden Glass with 2 down here in this bottom of the 4th. Next pitch. Foul tipped off by Glass for strike 2. As here comes the payoff. 1-2 from Easton Jones. Oh, it's going to be down low in the turf and bounce away from Geisler. Ball number 2, 2-2 the count now. Due up after Glass, Shyster, as well as Timothy Baker, and Gonzalez. 2-2 from Easton Jones as he steps and fires. That one going to make its way into center field for a 2-out base hit on the side of Braden Glass, and now here comes Shyster up to bat. Excuse me, Chester. I was going to say it. I knew I was pronouncing it wrong, but Chester is not in my brain. So Braden Glass on over at first base for the Dirt Devils against Easton Jones as he gets set and fires. In there, strike number 1, good fastball from Easton. Jones, can't say just Easton because Easton Geisler is behind home plate. Both Eastons getting the nod together. 0-1 as Jones now looks to pick off Braden Glass at first, but can't get it in time. Next pitch from Easton Jones. Another pickoff attempt gets Glass back. Wall 1. Foul tipped off there by Chester. It's 0-2 the count now. Runner at first base being Braden Glass. Another pickoff attempt on the side of Braden Glass as Easton Jones now ready for his 0-2. There goes the runner. Outside, Geisler's throw to second. Not going to be in time as easily stealing second there, Braden Glass. And oh, they're going to say the inning's over as I believe they have hitter interference on the side of the Dirt Devils. And with that, on over goes the end of his inning. And with that, we're going to make our way to the bottom of the 5th, bottom of the 4th, right here, top of the, oh my good heavens, top of the 5th, when we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live stream at NorthPlattePost.com.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Welcome back here to side of this game as the Nationals here leading against the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado. It's a 2-0 count into Landon Greeno. As first pitch, next one in from Landon Greeno is outside ball number 1 from the side of Arlo Richards. As next pitch, going to be once more down low from Richards there for strike. It's going to be ball number 2. As Landon Greeno trying to work his way into a walk here. Swings one into right field for a base hit. Good strong hit from Landon Greeno. Brings up Ty Hanneborg to the plate here for the side of the FNBO Nationals. As that pitch is actually going to almost bounce off of Easton Geisler, who is now taking over for Dean McIntyre's batting position. Next pitch from Arlo is smashed from Geisler out into left field, but Chester's there to glove it up for out number 1 in this top of the 5th inning.
Bringing up Hanneborg.
As currently a 1-0 count here to the side of Ty Hanneborg, as that's now a 2-0 count following the pitch that's in the turf. As Ty Hanneborg looking to get things rocking and a rumbling, continue this lead for the Nationals. 2-0 is the count now for this squad. Lofted up into right field, but it's going to fall foul for strike number 1. Next pitch. Foul tipped off again as Landon Greeno went stealing, or tried to attempt to steal on the side for this National squad, but falls just a tad bit short. And with that now comes another attempt from side of this Nationals team is trying to work his way into this situation. Ty Hanneborg, 2-2. Greeno at first as Arlo Richards fires. Greeno gets another good start, and he skies one into the heavens as turning back around goes Landon Greeno and gloving it and getting the out there is the side of Ty Hanneborg for out number 2 here in this top of the 5th inning. This is what solves this. Skying it, drifting out of the glove. I believe there of Mosher, but Landon Greeno gets called out as he tries to extend his way on over to third. And that'll do it for this top of the fifth inning for the Nationals, as they couldn't get anything going, but still lead 5-2. We come back here to Memorial Field, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Buying a car, it's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
Whether you're athlete stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and
Testing.
safely as
There we go.
possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Bill Summers knows summer storms and hail can wreak havoc on your vehicle. Experience damage? Don't wait. Bill Summers is ready to assist you with all your questions about gap insurance, what to do next, and can guide you through the process if your car is totaled. You don't always have to wait for your insurance check to get back on the road. Bill Summers offers immediate purchase options so you can drive away today and enjoy the ride. Weather the storm with confidence. Call or visit Bill Summers in North Platte today or go online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Where do you go for wings?
Dave's Place.
Where do you go for pizza?
Dave's Place.
What about cold drinks, a family atmosphere, and nightly specials?
Dave's Place.
Sounds like a sweep for Dave's Place. Pizza made from fresh dough, drink deals, and yes, the best pizza and wings.
It's Dave's Place.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street or at davesplacenp.com.
Order it. Carry out. DoorDash. Dave's Place. Whoop, whoop.
Welcome back here to Memorial Field as the Nationals take on the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado. Easton Jones back on the mound here for the side of the Nationals. 5 runs on 6 hits, no errors for FNBO. 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors for the sides of the Dirt Devils. Our happening breaks, as always, brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group, his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other sponsors here for today's game. That, of course, is going to go to Dave's Place, Pizza and Wings. Find out more, 1510 East 4th Street for all their daily specials, wings, and more. Timothy Baker now the batter here for the side of the Dirt Devils. As Jones now with his 1-1 pitch gets another one on an off-speed in, 1-2. After a somewhat rocky-ish start to the defensive side of things for the Nationals, after Zeiler fortunately gave up 2 runs, he shut out the next time he went to the plate, and ever since then, this Nationals team has been rocking and rolling as Baker fouls one off for a still count of 1-2. Easton Jones at 17 pitches here in this game. Next pitch, swing and a miss from Baker as he's down for out number 1. This bottom of the 5th inning, Nationals cruising for a bruising right now. As Tomas Gonzalez was going to be the batter checking in, but now it's J.D. McHugh who's going to be checking in for Gonzalez in this specific at-bat. Swing and a miss from McHugh for strike number 1. We do have a pitcher warming up in the bullpen for the side of the Dirt Devils. Next pitch from Easton Jones, fastball in there, strike 2. I believe that's Judge Chester. No correction. Oh, it is going to be Chester. Left fielder going to now take over some warm-up pitches. Next pitch, fouled, tipped barely off by McHugh for ball number, still actually, correction, strike number 2. 0-2 count into McHugh as the 0-1 is fired from Easton Jones. And, oh my good heavens, just barely can't find it. 1-1, 1-2 the count now to from Easton Jones to J.D. McHugh. Arlo Richards on deck. Swing and a miss there for strike number 3, out number 2. As with that, it's a 5-2 lead now for the Nationals with 2 down in this bottom of the 5th. As up now comes Arlo Richards. Richards 0 for 2 today, trying to avoid an 0 for 3 game. Following course, Arlo Richards. I hold my thought. First pitch from Easton Jones in the turf. Ball number 1. Elisha Mosher. And then Matt Lang. 2 down. Bottom of the 5th. 2 outs here as the 1-0 makes it now a 2-0 as that fastball is down once again in the turf area. As now the 2-0 from Jones at the knees and sneaks in for strike number 1. That one over the head of one Logan Hayes on Easton Jones's next pitch. And with that, I spoke it into existence as Arlo Richards gets to avoid the 0-3 day as he gets a hit over the head of Logan Hayes, as now comes Elisha Mosher to check in. Matt Lang on deck. Runner at first base being Richards for the Dirt Devils, as Jones tries to pick off Richards, but no good as he gets back in time. Chester is done warming up in the bullpen for the Dirt Devils. Might see him next inning. As the next pitch will now be another pickoff, and he gets out on over at first, and that's how this inning will come to an end. Great pickoff from Easton Jones. Arlo Richards gets out, and that's how this inning will be finished. We're going to move our way now to the top of the 6th inning when we come back here to Memorial Field, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter Life Insurance coverage options.
Bill Summers knows summer storms and hail can wreak havoc on your vehicle. Experience damage? Don't wait. Bill Summers is ready to assist you with all your questions about gap insurance, what to do next, and can guide you through the process if your car is totaled. You don't always have to wait for your insurance check to get back on the road. Bill Summers offers immediate purchase options so you can drive away today and enjoy the ride. Weather the storm with confidence. Call or visit Bill Summers in North Platte today, or go online 24/7 at billsummers.com.
Welcome back here to, we're going to be saying, Memorial Field as the Nationals taking on the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado. I believe we have a new pitcher on the mound here for the Dirt Devils. It's actually not Chester, who was warming up in the bullpen for the Dirt Devils. Thought it was going to be Judge Chester. He can hopefully turn around. It's still going to be out there. Arlo Richards still throwing for the Dirt Devils, though we do have a new catcher as J.D. McHugh takes over for Tomas Gonzalez. As up to bat here comes Logan Hayes for the Nationals. Half inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann of the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann, the Fortifying Group. Its location 621 South Dewey Sweet B. 5-2 lead, 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Nationals. 2 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors for the Dirt Devils, as Richards' next pitch will find its way into the zone for strike number 1 against Logan Hayes. Next pitch in there, yet again around the knees. Next pitch, oh, going to sneak away from McHugh, so there's ball number 1. As a 1-2 count from Arlo Richards now is fired in. That one driven into right field. It falls for a base hit. Logan Hayes, with nobody out, leads it off for the Nationals. The 7th hit for this squad. As Ty Robinson hit a loud double in his last plate appearance, later came around to score for the Nationals in the top of the 4th inning. Now against Arlo Richards here has Logan Hayes at first. Up next, Gabe Moreno for the Nationals. There goes the runner, Logan Hayes. It's in the dirt. Throw from McHugh on over to second is not going to be in time. And with that, ball number 1 into Ty Robinson. Want to know the count now. As runner in scoring position, Hayes at second. The 1-0 to Ty Robinson is once again upstairs for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Now 2-0 to Ty Rob as Arlo fires. It's back in the zone. 2-1 now the count from Arlo Richards. Two and one with nobody out. Logan Hayes in scoring position at second base. Arlo Richards gets the sign in from McHugh. Now fires at 2-1. Make that 3-1 the count now as it's below the knees for Ty Robinson. Okay. Or it's 2-1 the count. Guess we just didn't count that first pitch from Arlo Richards. 2-1. As Richards now will set and fire. Another one that's lofted into left field, and it falls in front of Chester for a base hit. It gets around Chester's glove, and with that, Ty Robinson with another double. Big man gets yet again another double, and that'll advance Logan Hayes on home. 8th hit today for Ty Robinson, and now the 6th run across for the Nationals. Gabe Moreno now will appear for his 3rd time here today. It's Arlo Richards. Ty Robinson in scoring position at second. A now 6-2 lead for the Nationals. Pitch. That one's in the turf. Ball number 1 as just barely gloving it. J.D. McHugh. 1-0. Still nobody out here in this top of the 6th inning. Is up next is Caden Johnson. Pitch. Swung on, slowly going to be grounded on over. Gloved up by Glass, throw to first. It will be in time, and Ty Robinson successfully makes his way on over to third following the sacrifice ground out from Gabe Moreno. And now up to bat, Caden Johnson for the Nationals. Jack Polk on deck with Landon Greeno in the hole. 6-2 lead over the Dirt Devils. The Nationals now starting to really ramp up the offensive pace as Arlo Richards gets set and fires. Big ol' swing and a miss from Caden Johnson going for the fences with that attempt. That's the 0-1. That's high upstairs for a 1-1 count now. One. As Richards glances at third and fires. Oh, it's going to get away from McHugh. Ty Robinson thought about making his way on over home, but didn't get far enough away from McHugh as it bounced back from behind the backstop back to him. And with that, it's 2-1 count, and Ty Robinson stays on over at third base. Big man started to get the wheels turning, but turned back immediately after saw it bounce back to the catcher. So it's a 2-1 count now into Caden Johnson, and make that 3-1 as he fires another one. Arlo Richards at the dirt. 3-1, one out. So here comes Richards' next pitch to Johnson, all the way. Hayes squares one up, but it's going to pull it foul. Strike number 2. 3-2 the count. 6-2 lead for the Nationals, comfortably making their way through this game. After at one point trailing 2-1 in the bottom of the second, had scored in every single inning after that, minus top of the fifth. The 3-2 from Arlo Richards to Caden Johnson's on the way. Outside, ball 4, and with that, Johnson makes a stroll on over to first. And now here comes Jack Polk, an ever-scary batter, and wouldn't be shocked if I see Caden Johnson speed his way over to first with a steal. So far, J.D. McHugh, who is subbing in for Tomas Gonzalez, has not been tried on a steal attempt as Arlo Richards now tries to pick off Johnson, but he gets back in plenty of time. So now here comes another attempt from Richards to Jack Polk, who would love to score Ty Robinson out at third. There goes Johnson, high upstairs, and McHugh doesn't even get a chance to attempt a throw to second, as that one was way upstairs, almost out of his reach. And with that, two runners in scoring position would, of course, be an easy double score if Jack Polk gets it into the outfield, which he squares one up, and it drifts and falls out of play, foul for strike number 1.
That ball is brought to you by HNCK.
1-1 the count now to the right fielder in today's game. One and one now to Jack Polk. Arlo Richard fires. Upstairs yet again. 2-1. We are staring down the potential avenue of a bases-loaded situation for Landon Greeno, who's on deck. Of course, Greeno got a single in his last plate appearance. Comes the 2-1 from Richard, his 90th pitch. Slowly grounded on over to the third baseman. He'll throw it over to first in time for out number 2, but another run will come across for the Nationals. It's 7-2 now the lead. As here comes Landon Greeno. Greeno now steady. Finally picked up his first hit today. Would love to score Caden Johnson on over at third base. At the pitch. Ooh, it's going to bounce off the glove of McHugh, but for ball number 1. 1-0 the count now to Landon Greeno. Easton Geisler on deck for the Nationals. 7-2 lead, top of the 6th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike as Richards gets set and fires it in. Tight inside once more for ball number 2. Next pitch. That one chopped into left field. Chester can't get there as he falls down. And with that, Caden Johnson scores, and Landon Greeno going to make his way on over to second with a stand-up double with 2 outs. 9th hit today. 8-2 the lead. As up to bat comes Easton Geisler for the Nationals. As now here comes Easton Geisler with the potential opportunity to keep this score train going. Uh-oh, it gets away from McHugh, and with that, Landon Greeno advances to third base on the first pitch from Arlo Richards, and now McHugh goes out to have a talk with Richards. 94 total pitches for Arlo Richards. He's been going the whole game today. 8-2 lead. The Nationals just need 2 more runs to come across to run rule. The Dirt Devils, 8-2 lead, 8 runs on 9 hits, and no errors for the Nationals. The 1-0, swing and a miss by Geisler on one upstairs for strike number 1. 1-1 the count, 2 outs here in this top of the 6th inning. 3 runs have already come across for this Nationals offense this inning. Ooh, that's off speed, below the knees, ball 2. 2-1 the count now to Easton Geisler with Ty Hanneborg on deck. Glance at second to Greeno from Richards as he fires. Another one that's below the knees. 3-1 the count now. So Chester was warming up in the bullpen for the Dirt Devils here a couple innings ago, but we'll see if they'll keep with Richards going forward. The 3-1 to Geisler. High upstairs, ball 4, and nope, that'll do it. As out comes the Dirt Devils coach, and that'll do it probably for Arlo Richards, as potentially coming in would be Chester, as now we have a courtesy runner, Tyler Townsend. Yep, and they are going to call in Judge Chester, as he'll be taking over for Arlo Richards, as Richards finishes the day with 98 pitches, giving up 8 runs, 9 hits, though the defense didn't help with 3 errors as well. And with that, we got runners at the corners for the Nationals, with that third base being Landon Greeno and Tyler Townsend now at first, but wouldn't be shocked if he goes to second with the steal. So up comes Chester. He's kind of going to be a little cold now after, I believe, almost 2 full innings without warming up on the sideline. So he's got a very dangerous batter in Ty Hanneborg up to bat. We'll see what damage Hanneborg can do. Still 2 outs here in this top of the 6th inning. 8 runs on 9 hits, no errors for the side of the Nationals, as the Dirt Devils. 2 runs on 4 hits, 3 errors. And Chester gets his warm-ups underway. Nationals, of course, playing in the Scottsbluff District. I believe that's Area 7 next Friday at 1 o'clock against Kearney. If they win that game, they'll go take on, you guessed it, Hastings. And if they win that game, then they'll be taking on Grand Island Home Federal, the number 1 seed. So Nationals essentially got the bracket of death to start this district tournament off. So it won't get any easier of a path to a potential state tournament bid. Chester finishing his warm-up pitches. Looking good, though, with them into the zone. So Ty Hanneborg might have his hands full a little bit here with Judge Chester. Has another pitch upstairs, and now here we go, ready to rock and roll. Following Ty Hanneborg, we have Easton Jones up to bat, which doesn't, again, get any easier for Chester here, as he's got 2 deadly batters for the Nationals. Up to bat, wouldn't be shocked if we're seeing Tyler Townsend at some point in this at-bat take off for second base. And again, he is the run rule winning run at first. 8-2 lead for the Nationals, a 6-run advantage. If Hanneborg can somehow keep the inning alive with 2 down and get Tyler Townsend to second, Nationals could get to the run rule and finish the game off in the bottom of the 6th. But they, of course, have to keep Chester in front of them and get through him. There goes Tyler Townsend. Didn't even take 1 pitch as he gets away, though, from McHugh, and the throw home not in time. And with that, Tyler Townsend makes his way to third. Great awareness from the side of Townsend to skirt past second base and make his way to third on a passed-up ball. And then even better awareness from Greeno to come home. And with that, it is a now 9-2 lead against the side of the Dirt Devils as Ty Hanneborg still is up to bat. 1-0, a 1-0 count. We'll make that a 1-1 count as it sneaks back into the zone from Chester. Game-winning run on over at third. Easton Jones on deck for the Nationals, 9-2 the lead. And Chester gets the sign in from McHugh and fires his 1-1. Swing and a miss from Ty Hanneborg. It's 1-2 the count now. 2 down, top of the 6th inning, a 9-2 lead for the Nationals. And Chester tries to get out of this inning without giving up another run. Already 4 have come across for the Nationals offense. 9-2, Chester likes what he sees from McHugh and fires in. Slowly grounded on over, going to be picked up by the side of Mosher, and he can't make it in time. And Ty Hanneborg gets on with the single. And now there is that 8th run to come across. So it's 10-2. We're now at that 8-run margin. So the Dirt Devils will get one more chance in the bottom of the 6th to win this game, or at least get out of this run rule territory to stay alive. But doesn't get any easier as Ty Hanneborg's at first for a hot Easton Jones, who's been electric here at this Kearney tournament. First pitch from Chester is outside ball number 1. There goes Ty Hanneborg. Jones turns on one, and it's going to be fouled off down the first base side.
The ticket booth brought to you by Masters True Value.
One and one now the count from Chester to Easton Jones. Ty Hanneborg still at first, seeing antsy enough to steal. There he goes again. Oh, as McHugh couldn't hold on to it. And with that, another steal for Ty Hanneborg and a 2-1 count to Easton Jones. Logan Hayes on deck for the Nationals. He started off this inning with a run coming across and a single, and now he's going to be back up to bat here if Easton Jones can keep this inning alive. He will square another one up and foul it off as Ty Hanneborg was trying to steal third. And with that, 2 balls, 2 strikes. As here comes Chester's 2-2 pitch to the pitcher Easton Jones. Hanneborg at second. Another one launched into right field and fouled off, so we'll still stay at 2-2.
Another 50 cents to the ticket booth brought to you by Merle Norman Cosmetics.
So with that, 2-2 still the count. The pitch, there goes Hanneborg. Tight inside throw. Hanneborg does not get on over to third in time. And with that, the inning comes to an end. J.D. McHugh with a great throw ends this inning. But we now go to the bottom of the 6th. One more opportunity for the Dirt Devils to get within this 8-run margin. And with that, they will not have the game end. We'll see if that happens when we come back here to Memorial Field, FM 98.1, AM 1410 with live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Where do you go for wings?
Dave's Place.
Where do you go for pizza?
Dave's Place.
What about cold drinks, a family atmosphere, and nightly specials?
Dave's Place.
Sounds like a sweep for Dave's Place. Pizza made from fresh dough, drink deals, and yes, the best pizza and wings.
It's Dave's Place.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street or at davesplacenp.com.
Order it, carry out, DoorDash. Dave's Place.
With Sandhill State Bank's new upgraded cart management experience, you can now control your carts anytime, anywhere. The new features and added control allow you to prevent fraud like never before. Get increased transaction details, turn your card on and off whenever you'd like, and report your card lost in an instant, all from our mobile app. More insights, more control, and more security for your banking experience. Bank local and go far with digital banking solutions that go wherever you go. Visit sandhillstate.com to learn more. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here to Memorial Field. A 10-2 lead for the Nationals. 10 runs on 10 hits, no errors on their side. 2 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors on the side of the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado. Again, our half-inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. And Elisha Mosher now takes over for the Dirt Devils here in this bottom of the 6th inning. Their last inning potentially of work with Matt Lang on deck for their squad. Thank you to our sponsors here for today's game. Kevin McGann, the Fortify Group. Check out his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Alongside Sandhill State Bank, most convenient brand of banking. Locations in North Platte, Ogallala, and many more. Jones' first pitch in is above the letters for ball number 1 to Mosher. As next pitch, crushed, but will fall out the field of play on the right field side for strike number 1. So it's a 1-1 count now to Mosher. He's going to slowly ground that. Gloved up by Easton Jones, one-handed. Oh, and the throw to first. He's done it again. Easton Jones made a fantastic play like that against McCook where he barehanded it and throws it to first. Did it right here again, and there's one down in this bottom of the 6th inning as Matt Lang now comes up to bat, looking for his first hit today. That's this Nationals defense. That's down low for ball number 1 on an off speed. Next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike number 1. 1-1 the count now. As Rowan Catchell on deck for the side of the Dirt Devils. Another fastball, that one way too short in the turf. 2-1 the count now. 1 out. 10-2 lead. It's bottom of the 6th. Here comes the next pitch. Squared up, rocketed into left field. It's going pretty far. It's going all the way, and it's at the fence line. So with that, Matt Lang's going to try to turn his way into 3 maybe, but he'll get a stand-up double with 1 out here in this bottom of the 6th. As now up to bat comes Rowan Catchell. Following Catchell, Bryce Smayick. As there's the 5th hit today for the side of the Dirt Devils. As Easton Jones with 1 out here, will try to get Rowan Catchell, the third baseman, to ground out or fly out and keep Lang at second. That's Jones. His first pitch in fires. Skied up to the parking lot for strike number 1.
Now ball for 50 cents, brought to you by Platte Valley Concrete.
As Easton Jones now gets set for his next pitch. Ooh, that just too tight inside for ball number 1, and Coach Holm not excited about that pitch or the call on it as that looked in the zone. It's 1-1 the count now to Catchell. As Easton Jones fire his 36th pitch in at this game. Foul back once again from Catchell. 1-2 the count. 1-2 with 1 out here. 10-2 lead for the Nationals. In this bottom of the 6th inning, Jones, another glance at second base. Another one. Gets set and fires. A little grounder, that's going to be picked up there by Hayes. He'll throw it on over to first in time, but that will advance the runner on over to third. So at 2 down, a runner gets into scoring position at third base. Bryce Smayick, for potentially the last time today, now checks in as a runner in scoring position. Matt Lang. Oh, and he's going to get called out. Oh, he was caught napping on over at third base. He wasn't looking at Easton Jones, and Jones guns it on over to Logan Hayes at third, and that's how this game comes to an end. Lang was talking with the coach on the third base side and gets caught sleeping as Colorado coach not happy with that call and decision from how that end of the game played out, making some comments to Coach Ricky Holm, but that is how this game comes to an end. In this bottom of the sixth inning, the Nationals win 10-2. And with that, we're going to step aside and we're going to take a break. We come back, quick stop post-game show. We come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live stream at NorthPlattePost.com.
Husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Exciting news! North Platte and surrounding communities, Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment has a new address. Find them at 220 West Leota Street, Suite 1, right beside Great Plains Urgent Care. Their professional staff is fully qualified to help you meet your needs. From wheelchairs to mobility scooters, lift chairs, and more, they have everything to make your home safe and comfortable. They've got you covered. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today at 308-568-8510. Let them help you regain your independence.
Free PC and Mac checkups at CT Computer Services in North Platte? That's right. Let CT Computer Services diagnose your systems to ensure your hardware integrity, security, and overall PC Mac health are running as they should. For a free PC Mac checkup, stop in at 905 South Willow in North Platte or call 308-534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys since 2005.
Nicole is having her favorite Runza salad.
The something something ranch salad.
It's the chicken bacon ranch salad.
But you can put whatever else you want around it. I'm here for the ranch.
I'm with you. Runza's homemade ranch is perfect. It's so good. A classic.
It's literally the only reason I like salad.
Great point. Come get a salad with your ranch. Try Runza's chicken bacon ranch salad today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
See me, Pete Foltz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Welcome back here, Memorial Field. Nationals with the clean 10-2 victory over the side of the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado. 10 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Nationals compared to 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors on the side of the Dirt Devils. I mean, I think this was an overall good game for this FNBO squad, as yes, they picked up a pretty easy 10-2 victory, but you also got to see a lot of players playing at different positions and a lot of players playing out of position and also getting some opportunities. Of course, Blaze Seiler gets to start today. Yes, he may have given up those 2 runs to start this game, but after that, he was pretty lights out and did a great job in his spot start when needed to, and that only brings good dividends for the Nationals when they get to the district time here in a week's time, and they really maybe potentially need another pitcher in the rotation if they go far into the district tournament. So to see Zeiler come out here, pitch a pretty good game, and then also pick up the victory, that's what you just love to see, as Nationals do win 10-2 and go a perfect 4-0 here during this three-day tournament in Kearney. Won day number 1 as they smothered Lincoln North Star 15-0. Then came out in day number 2 on a cold streak as they were on the path to losing to Millard South, but did come up with an impressive comeback 10-9 victory over Millard South, and then took down Lincoln Northeast 9-0 in the following game of that doubleheader. Then come into this morning's game against the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado, and win it 10-2. 10 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors for the Dirt Devils. I mean, couldn't have asked for a better end to the quote-unquote season, as the Nationals do have a game tomorrow at 7 o'clock in Broken Bow. But really, for their last tournament, you couldn't have asked for a better ending, essentially being crowned, in air quotes again, a champion as they win a perfect 4-0 here in the Kearney tournament. So far, I'll claim that as 2 tournament wins for the Nationals this year. One in Cheyenne a few weeks ago, and then, of course, the Kearney tournament right here. And they are going into districts next Friday against Kearney on an absolute heater. 15 of their last 16 games have all been victories for this National squad. The offense has been looking very, very good. The pitching has been looking just as good also, and they're firing on all cylinders. And as you heard, there are going to be a couple of returning players from the previous seasons to help out this National squad in their week leading up to districts on Friday against Kearney in Scotts Bluff. We're going to step aside one more time. We come back. Hopefully, Coach Hull will make his way up. If not, we'll call it a day. We come back here to Memorial Field on FM 98.1 and AM 1410.
Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Buying a car, it's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
The game's in the books. Time for the postgame show on FM 98.1 and online at NorthPlattePost.com.
Welcome back here, Memorial Field. Nationals with a pretty easy 10-2 victory over the Dirt Devils of Loveland, Colorado. 10 runs on 10 hits. No errors for the Nationals compared to the 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors on the side of Colorado and the Dirt Devils. I mean, let's talk about an underrated fact of these last couple of games here in the Kearney tournament. Nationals only committing 1 error during that stretch of time. Of course, that coming yesterday against Lincoln Northeast. Is joining me once again, Coach Ricky Holm, a excited, I'll say hypothetically crowned champion here of this Kearney tournament. So that's 2 championships here in this season. A pretty clean showing. Of course, Blaze Zeiler got the start, and I mean another good start for Zeiler, even though he hasn't seen much pitching action these last couple of years, and this season gets another good outing. Only giving up those 2 runs and really providing potentially another arm for districts.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of came out of nowhere this year. I mean, we knew he had pitched when he was younger, but kind of had some arm issues, and he was just too important for us defensively and in the lineup to risk kind of pitching, plus with our pitching depth. But this year, kind of talked to him at the beginning of the year and kind of foresaw not as much as he's pitched this year, but definitely pitching more than zero. But I think now, I mean, shoot, he's probably second or third on the team in innings. So that's been huge for us to be able to lean on him in certain games and kind of give some guys some time off. But yeah, came in, pounded the zone, gave up a couple runs, kind of took a couple innings for our bats to wake up. But then between the bats waking up and then Easton Jones coming in and pounding the zone, all in all, it was a good win.
It really was. And of course, besides Zeiler getting some more pitches, you also saw some different players in different positions as well, which also bodes well for the district coming up. So, again, if you need to rely on some different arms as the days keep getting longer and longer, you'll be able to rely on different guys and not have to worry about mistakes out there.
Yeah, I mean, as a coach, my worst fear as a coach is we end up in a situation that we haven't prepared for or haven't practiced for. So, with these last couple games, kind of making sure that we're kind of crossing some boxes off. Easton Jones hasn't thrown in relief at all yet this year, so was able to try to get him up and kind of give him a different feel just in case that is something we have to do in districts. Easton Geisler hasn't caught Easton Jones at all this year, so that was why he came in with him just to kind of get some work. The last time that they had caught that Geisler had caught Jones was his freshman year, so 3 years ago they caught him. So and then also too, Greeno's probably not going to be playing a ton of second base for us as a lefty, and he's a really good defensive catcher, but wanted to get Ty Rob. Hats off to Ty Rob and Blaze, our two Legion babies that pretty much since last season ended, I'd been trying to talk them into coming back, and at one time I would have bet the house that they were both coming back. At one time I would have bet the house that neither one of them was coming back, but both of them decided to one last ride, come here and try to, win a district or go to state, cross some of the boxes off of their list. So anytime I can kind of get a chance for Ty Rob to get in the game, it's been tough with Greeno hitting over 400, but just kind of as a thank you, he's really taken a role, a leadership role in the dugout, making sure guys are up. And it's not easy. With the little amount of hitting time that he's gotten, so for him to be able to keep his head up and keep everybody locked in, I'm really appreciative of that. So whenever we can get a chance to get him into the game, we're gonna.
And those guys have provided some pivotal portions, not just of this over the weekend, but in front of this season as a whole, to really have gotten this team to that point. You really talk about the leadership role Ty Robinson's taken on. And that's a really underrated aspect, not just of his leadership, but also just in general, and making sure everybody's set and ready to go, because it's those little things that will start tripping you up in the long run.
Yeah, after the Shattern game when we had lost to him at home, I texted a handful of guys that are either leaders and hadn't necessarily been as vocal as maybe they should be, or guys that maybe need to take a different approach to leading or a more active role. I talked to Ty Rob, I talked to Blaze, Jones, Joni, Jack, some of our guys that have been around for a while, some of the guys that people will listen when they talk, but also letting them know, there's one guy that nobody likes, and that's the guy that will tell you to do something but then isn't going to do it themselves. So really making sure that, hey, I need you guys to start holding your teammates accountable, but then also at the same time you need to look yourself in the mirror and make sure that you're doing everything right, because that's one person that everybody could get behind and not like is that hypocrite. So kind of had a conversation with some of those guys, and I've seen them take a more active role, and it's kind of coincided with us playing better baseball. So one of those things, chicken or the egg, which came first, I don't know, but I'm not going to complain the way we've been playing.
I was going to say, that talk, and then, of course, the team turnaround, really, those last couple weeks came at a great time. Winners of 15 of your last 16, if I have that correctly. So going into districts on a bit of a hot streak, and, you got, I wouldn't say technically a week off. Of course, you got a game tomorrow against Broken Bow at 7, but almost a couple extra days to really lock things in and get ready, because, again, that side of the bracket you'll be facing not the easiest, as you've seen this season with some of your other tournament wins, but I think you got to feel really happy of how this season comes to an end after, of course, that pretty disastrous middle portion in your eyes.
Yeah, we had spoke yesterday. Obviously would have liked to start off better, but if it's between starting hot and finishing hot, I'm going to take finishing hot every day of the week. So got another game with Broken Bow tomorrow. I know the last time we were supposed to play them, they were 13-5. I'm sure they've gotten some games in since then. So another quality opponent, someone that we know that if we don't show up, that they could beat us. So knowing that we got to come out and play our game, and then kind of depending on what we're going to do, maybe have Tuesday off for them. As much as I don't like giving guys off days with this close to districts, but also too kind of the gauntlet that we've been going through. So we'll kind of see how the game goes tomorrow, and kind of leave it up to them whether they want to have practice or not on Tuesday. But then practice Wednesday, practice Thursday morning. We'll head down to Scottsbluff Thursday night, get into the hotels and kind of get acclimated. And then, we're going to be hitting the ground running, going to be playing Kearney 1 o'clock. So
couldn't ask for a better opponent, though, on the last day. Somebody who will not just easily bow out after a couple of innings, but really still put up a great fight to make sure you guys are keeping yourselves honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think our team knows well enough now that if we don't show up, we can lose to anybody. But they're also starting to get some confidence in themselves and starting to play a little bit looser. So, no, I mean, it's a good spot to be in, understanding that if we play our game and play the game that we're supposed to, we're going to compete with anybody. And if we don't show up, we can lose to anybody. I mean, that's pretty simple math for me, and that's the type of math I like. So hopefully going to come out tomorrow and just kind of keep chugging along and keep doing what we've been doing and keep that momentum going as we head into districts Friday.
Perfect. Love to hear. That's Coach Ricky Holm finishing up here, and I'm joined by another special guest as Kane Johnson joins me here. My man,
First time ever.
What?
First time ever.
Has it really been the first time ever? Oh, my good heavens. You've been here how long, and this is your first time up here? But, finishing off here the Kearney tournament, even though it's not technically a tournament and all this weird shenanigans. In my opinion, second championship here for the tournament season. After the CWS tournament, which I probably felt like the lowest point of the season, how you feel really the team has bounced back from that time, and how do you think they've reacted to that 8-game losing streak? As I said that now once, about 15 out of your last 16.
It's been great. There's been a lot better team chemistry. We've been playing together, playing loose, just having fun playing baseball.
That's what a lot of people forget about here. Yes, even though you guys are the toughest of toughest competitors out there and are ultra hard on yourself, it's still the element of having fun that really brings the best out of you. And if you really had to pinpoint one thing that you've noticed in this team that's really turned around this back half of this season, what would you highlight the most of? That's not, of course, having fun.
I'd say just the determination to win. I mean, we're coming out here thinking we could lose to anybody, but we're coming out here to definitely just try and win every game possible.
And you really have so. I mean, it's been crazy. I was doing some statistical analysis of these last couple of games, and coming into today, you guys have scored over 60 runs this week alone, while only giving up 10 as a whole. So you really have put that mentality forward of going out and putting your best foot forward. And that, again, that's not even counting the 10 runs you got today, which probably put you darn near 70 at the end of this week. So really hitting your stride coming up into districts, and it's going to be quite a difficult a path that you guys have for a potential state championship. You're put as a third seed, just 0.1 off of Hastings, which is just so you just hate to see that one. Of course, Hastings a rival between you guys, but then also just the path that you'll be taking much more difficult. So how are you guys mentally getting yourself prepared, knowing that, again, it's not going to be really any easy softballs to get you guys warmed up. It's going to be grueling right from the start.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely going to be a challenge, but it's something we're really looking forward to. The last couple of years, we've been really, really close, and we've just been hungry to get back there. And, I mean, I was a part of the team when it was my first year at Legion when they went to state, and it was just an awesome feeling, and we all just want to get back there.
Once you get the taste of state championship baseball, you really can't get it out of your mouth. And you were close last year, and this year kind of just feels like all the stars are making an alignment for you to make that your second appearance, and a lot of guys, their first appearance. So if you had to highlight a couple of things that not just you but the rest of the team needs to focus on during this really last week of preparation to make sure that you guys come out hot and ready for district time, what do you got to do?
I'd say just take care of the baseball, stay locked in, and just keep hitting the baseball like we are.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's not even tough. You can't even say keep hitting the baseball because you guys have been doing it so frequently these last 3 weeks. It's almost becoming a consistent aspect. But Caden Johnson joins you once again. Hey, man, thank you so much for stopping on by here.
Thank you.
You have a good rest of your day. I will see you all on Friday as the Nationals make their way to Scotts Bluff for round 1 of the district tournament against, of course, the dreaded rival Kearney and Misco Sports. That's at 1 o'clock. That'll be, of course, live here, FM 98.1, AM 1410. And as always, video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com. I will see you all next Friday when we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
With Sandhill State Bank's new upgraded cart management experience, you can now control your carts anytime, anywhere. The new features and added control allow you to prevent fraud like never before. Get increased transaction details, turn your cart on and off whenever you'd like, and report your card lost in an instant, all from our mobile app. More insights, more control, and more security for your banking experience. Bank local and go far with digital banking solutions that go wherever you go. Visit sandhillstate.com to learn more. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
The proceeding was a North Platte Post special presentation. FNBO Baseball on FM 98.1 and AM 1410. Brought to you by the Shelter Insurance Boys, Pete Voles, Brett Rogo, and Matthew Musselman. Great Plains Sports and Therapy, Sandhills State Bank, Premier Toyota, Dave's Place, Pizza and Wings, CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005. Larry's Glass, Great Plains Home Care Equipment, Bill Summers Ford, the DNN Event Center, Larry's RV, Double Dip Ice Creamery, Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group, CIO